one question I tell everyone. If your doctor's gonna put you on medication, ask them, how long do I have to take this?
By the way, what's the US population that's overweight or obese?
It's over half.
I think it's like 68%.
Yeah, I can look at somebody and say, man, that guy or girl is on a path.
You've been in this space. I mean, you got almost 1 million followers on Instagram. What's your message?
So I was addicted to, so I just got married. 2 months in, the woman I was having an affair with, she's like, just want you to know that I'm pregnant. Of course, the first thing I'm like, it's not mine. And I get in this vehicle called fitness, transform my body. If I can do it, I can teach other people how to do it too.
It's a new high.
It's a new high. You trade drugs for dumbbells.
When I see somebody with a physique like yours, and I look at you and I'm like, it's more impressive that you have a physique that you have than it is having millions of dollars.
If your goal is to have the highest vibration every single day possible, there's no room for alcohol in your life.
I feel like now I need him to challenge me to never touch alcohol again.
Put it down.
Yeah. Okay. I will. And I would implore any of you out there, do that with your friends.
We're here to push out a message, and the message is what's really important.
What's the point of actually having a real conversation, having a real podcast without having like the real in the background? You know what I mean? First time we met.
Yes.
We've been following each other for a little bit.
Yes.
But it's the first time we met. And I'm grateful for you driving over to me, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here. And I've already, learned a little bit about you. I think we're quite aligned. This is going to be a good one.
I would say so. Yeah. I mean, you have FitScript, which I want you to explain FitScript to me and to anybody watching.
Yep.
You have a peptide company as well.
Yep.
And we'll talk some peptides as well as what kind of the market's going towards, because it's getting a little weird.
It is. It is.
FDA's causing problems from even the clinical side.
That, and I think there's a lot of misinformation out there.
Ton.
You know, that's nothing new, but you've got gurus popping up every day now, right?
It's like, well, they're on Instagram and TikTok
every day, and they feel, and it's like they're reading scripts and they're doing their thing, and they make you feel like they know. And it's really, you just got to take that stuff with a grain of salt.
Yeah. And also taking certain peptide companies with a grain of salt, because there's a lot of bad actors out there that are putting out some very inferior products.
Agreed.
Either that are completely just, they don't work, just completely fake, or actually toxic. Did you see the ones were like coming out of China that were like had heavy metals in them or something?
I did.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Don't put that in your body.
Yeah. Please stop buying your peptides from China. It's not good. There's some bad stuff out there.
Yep.
So, you've been in this space, this industry, and you're a thought leader in the space. I mean, you got almost 1 million followers on Instagram alone, and then you have everything, all the other, socials that are out there.
Yep.
You're really a voice for this industry and for wellness, for health, for what's going on. So tell me about yourself.
Yeah.
Tell me about FitScript. Tell me about your peptide company. I want to hear a little bit about it.
Yeah. So this journey started 13 years ago. I told you I had a daughter.
Yep.
She's 13. So for me, it all started when I found out I was going to be a dad. And I'm really open about my drug addiction. I used to have a really, really rough addiction. So I was addicted to cocaine, ecstasy, opioids. I mean, it was one after the next, alcohol, and this was 4 to 5 nights a week, which turned into days. I started doing blow in my previous company, one of my previous companies, which was way, way, way back. But I found I was going to be a dad.
Yeah.
And I was going through, at the time, I was going bankrupt. So I lost the business as a result of the drugs and the drinking, going through divorce, and addicted, really, really addicted. And so I found I was going to be a dad. And the woman that was going to have my child was the woman I was having an affair with on my wife. So I just got married.
Okay.
Just got married 2 months in, and she's like, just want you to know that I'm pregnant. Of course, the first thing I'm like, no, you're not. It's not mine, right?
It's not mine.
It's not mine.
Yeah, of course.
I couldn't even take care of myself, Tomo.
Yeah.
Let alone bring a child into the world.
Oh, yeah.
So I find out she's going to be born. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be a deadbeat dad. I draw a line in the sand. I moved back in with my mom, 31 years old, and I get in this vehicle called fitness, transform my body, go from 25% plus body fat down to 8. I see my abs for the first time. I'm getting compliments, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is amazing. If I can do it, I can teach other people how to do it too.
It's a new high.
It's a new high, right? You trade drugs for dumbbells.
Listen, it's still a high.
It's still a high.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that have went down that path, and thank you for being so open and honest. But I know you said you've been open and honest.
Yeah, it's all over my socials. Everybody knows,
and that's beautiful.
And they latched on because I was so transparent in the beginning stages when no one was watching, no one was liking. Like it was crickets for like a year.
Yeah.
But I kept posting. I was really transparent in my story.
Mm-hmm.
Over the first 6 months, I got 6 different certifications, CrossFit 1. I studied under James Fitzgerald, my RKC, right? Did all the things, documented it all, started producing tons of content. And, you know, and 13 years later, here we are. I've got a loyal community, a loyal following. And as you know, we started FitScript, we started Real Peptides, but these aren't, I'm not new to the game, so to speak.
Of course.
We created HitMax, which was like arguably the first PDF fitness program, follow along fitness program on IG.
Wow.
This was back, do you remember Shreds?
Of course.
So it was back in that
Anybody that's over the age of maybe 35
remembers
Shreds real well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skinny Bunny Tea.
Complete scam company, right? The whole thing went,
I mean, well,
okay.
Yeah.
We
It was
get too harsh on you, Shreds, but you were kind of shit.
Yeah. I mean, yes, the skinny teas and that I think was definitely pretty scammy.
Yeah.
But that was the age. That was sort of the golden age, the golden era of Instagram, right? We grew really, really fast. It was growing thousands, tens of thousands of followers.
My page back then was Tomo Fit.
Was it?
Like everybody else's had a fit in the background.
Mine still does. Morelli Fit. Yeah.
But you're
Are you making fun of me?
You're fully in it. You're fully in it. It's okay.
Well, I kept mine.
But mine back then was Tomo Fit because anybody that was in fitness was trying to do that.
Yep.
You know, I only went so far, and then I went more into the entrepreneurship space and the mindset space, and you know, I'm building a bunch of businesses now, which you are as well.
Yeah.
But you're very rooted in the fitness space, which I love.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I feel like it's right. Like part of me wants to share more about the entrepreneurial journey.
Sure.
But everybody wants the fitness because that's what they came to follow me for. So I kind of boxed myself in a little bit. Whereas I think you made the smart decision where now you can talk about all of the things and get really good engagement.
I think though, you know, there's a special niche for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think this is your niche. But your business pages are thriving.
Yeah.
I looked at FitScript's Instagram today. That's close to 500,000 followers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, I look at social media in this very simple way. Why do I have social media? It's not for self-gratification. I don't care. At sometimes I wish I could throw this phone in the water and never look at social media again.
You and me both, man. Oh my goodness.
So why do I do it? Why do I spend so much time building my social media profile? So everything else around me in my ecosystem can build with it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, and I truly care about this. It's not so I can make money. You know, I'm at a point where the money thing is kind of like a moot point.
Sure.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Super cool place to be.
Yep.
But now I'm out for impact.
I think you've got a really strong message. I think we use these channels to get, the true, right? The people who are coming from the heart, which I know just by being in your presence, right? You're a heart-centered guy.
Thank you, bro.
We're here to push out a message.
Yes.
And the message is what's really important.
What's your message? Give me your, like, and you can make it as short or as long as you want, but what is your message?
Well, my mission is to advance and elevate the health of humanity. Simple, clear cut. And when I first started, it was all on the aesthetic side, right? Sure. It was all, we did custom meal plans and training programs. I had an app that I exited. I had a supplement company that exited in 2020 called Detox, or 2021 called Detox Organics. Mm-hmm. And all of the aesthetic stuff it's great, right? When you look good, you feel good, you're confident. It's a big, big part. But I was falling apart on the inside. And you see so many of these bodybuilders and these really, really, really amazing, good-looking men and women dropping dead, right? And so it's like, it's really great to look good on the outside, but if you're falling apart on the inside,
what's the point?
What's the point? You know, what's the point? So aesthetics was what I did for a decade. Mm-hmm. 2 years ago, I bring out FitScript, and we've got functional medicine practitioners, we've got hormone doctors, we're running extensive labs. Because now, not only do I want to help you look good on the outside, because I know how important it is, I want to make sure that we're optimizing on the inside at the same time.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know, I used to say it all the time, bodybuilding is not healthy. I know. I was a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
You know, it's not healthy. But you know what's cool is when you focus on the inside and the inner health first, a side effect of you getting healthy and really well and really optimal is having an excellent physique.
Agreed.
Where people look for the excellent physique.
Yep.
And then they end up destroying their inner health and that whole dynamic inside their body for this only aesthetic purpose.
You're exactly right. And you nailed it. And here's the thing. From my experience, when you focus on the outside, the why isn't big enough.
Yeah.
Right? If you just want a set of strong biceps or big pecs or a set of six-pack abs, if that's the sole purpose, that fades fast.
Sure.
Right? It's like, it's going to be hard. It's going to require discipline. So I like to anchor my men in their family and their kids. Are you showing up for your kids every day? Are you showing them what's possible?
I just wrote something, I had no idea we were going to have this type of conversation, but I just wrote something on my X this morning. I want to read it to you.
Yeah.
Because it just fits perfectly for what we're saying. So are you a faith-based man?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I say this all the time if you've watched any of my stuff.
Sure.
I don't care what faith you believe in. It doesn't matter to me. If you believe in God and you have a moral compass and you're a good person, every single faith has good and bad people.
Agreed.
Yeah. So there's even bad
and I do the same thing. And I do the same thing, right? I'm not here to tell you what to believe, but I'm here to say that you should probably believe in something.
Something.
Right?
Yeah, outside of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what I wrote this morning. If you do not build this life with maximum effort, you are disrespecting your very creation. You disrespect God by not working on being in the best physical shape. You disrespect God by not working on being as smart as possible. You disrespect God by not working on being as capable as possible. You disrespect God by not working on having as much means as possible. Get to work.
Love it. Love it. A mic drop.
Right? That. I don't know. I just wrote it for no reason.
And here's what that's going to lead to, right? That's true happiness.
Yeah.
What I have found, right, making money and having a nice body and the cars and all that stuff, that brings temporary happiness.
Sure.
But the true happiness is as a result of making progress every single day, the evolution of thyself, getting to know yourself and the evolution of thyself and making progress. You know, I say this, I say, you want to be happy? Find some way to make progress today. And it doesn't mean make more money. Right? Build a better body.
Yeah.
Increase your intellect. Learn how to play chess. That progress piece
Yeah.
is the piece that really drives happiness.
The destination, like people focus so much on that destination side, you know, when it comes to health and wellness. So how about the health and wellness side? Oh, well, you know, and let's just be clear for everybody that's watching, your health and wellness journey requires a shitload of work.
Yes.
Like an enormous amount of work. If you think that you can take one of the peptides from him or come to my clinic and do hormone optimization or anything, and you're not going to have to work your ass off, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
100% wrong.
100% wrong.
You have to put in so much effort, dedicated time to your diet, to your exercise, to, how about saying no and limiting things? That's the hardest thing, I know. You know, but the saying no part is one of the biggest things as well. So, you know, when I see somebody with a great physique, you're 44?
I'll be 44 in November.
You'll be 44 in November.
Yeah.
Happy early birthday.
Thanks.
So you'll be 44. 44 is a very influential number, by the way.
I love 44.
44 is a really good number.
Yeah.
So
I'm also a life path 33. I don't know if you're into that.
I just like chills. We have a lot of alignments. Okay, so same. So
you're a life path 33 too?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
wow.
Yeah. All right, so we're basically kindred spirits. We don't even know it. You know, so I totally lost my train of thought. You got me completely off kilter with that. It's awesome. You know, so when you're going down this path of wellness and health and everything like that, you think it's going to be easy until you realize the work that it takes, right? Now, what do you tell people? I know what I tell people. I call people lazy constantly.
Yeah.
I also think I'm the laziest person on the planet. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Go ahead, give it to me.
Okay, so I read a quote somewhere where it says, like, the people that work the hardest think they're the laziest, and the people that are the laziest also want to talk about how hard they work.
Following you.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. I can always do more.
Yes. That's
Always.
what I mean. I don't think I'm actually lazy, but it's like, you know, someone's like, wow, you did a crazy amount of work today. And I'm like, I don't even feel like I did anything.
100%.
I could have done more.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're the same kind of person.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, when it comes to getting in the best shape of your life, when I see somebody with a physique like yours, you're 44, almost 44 years old, 43 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at you and I'm like, it's more impressive that you have a physique that you have than it is having millions of dollars. It's more impressive that you have this instead of a Lamborghini. Like, this is harder.
I would agree.
It's harder to be in shape because this takes dedicated effort day after day, week after week, month after month for years.
Yes. Especially at our age.
100%.
right? It doesn't get easier.
Although our biological clocks are probably turned way, way back.
Yeah.
I'd say our biological ages are probably closer to the late 20s, early 30s anyway.
Amen. Amen. But it you know, like it arguably gets harder.
Yeah.
And I'll say it like this. I'm more sore at 43, 44 than I was at 33 or 34.
Sure.
Right? I'm running, I'm still doing all the things, but it takes me longer to recover. I think that's probably, I think clearer cognitively. I've got tons of energy.
Sure.
I'm as strong as I was. It takes me a lot longer to recover.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do from the anti-aging side, and the peptides and the hormone optimization, like that's all great. But we're still aging.
Yeah.
And aging is inevitable. Yes, and I talk about anti-aging all the time. There's no such thing as real anti-aging. It doesn't really work. There's no science behind anti-aging.
Sure. It's a buzzword.
It's a buzzword.
Yeah.
Can we slow down the degradation process that happens with aging? Absolutely.
100%.
We're doing it right now. We do it all the time.
Yep.
So FitScript, and your other venture is
Real peptides?
Real peptides.
Yep.
I'm a huge peptide guy.
Yep. I can tell.
We prescribe them.
Yep.
We prescribe them downstairs. We're on top of my clinic, by the way.
Yeah. Yep. I love the name too, Aspire.
Thank you.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
The way that I looked at is, the word aspire, aspire to be.
Yep.
So something that you want to become, your rejuvenated self.
And you can't aspire for anything if you don't have your health.
100%.
Flat out.
And that cheesy moniker, health is wealth. What's the one thing that you would give up? You'd give up all your money in the world if you were dying.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what people wreck themselves getting to these certain places in life. And, you see this multi-millionaire or a billionaire who's in bad shape and who's overweight or obese. By the way, what's the U.S. population that's overweight or obese?
It's over half.
I think it's like 68%.
Yeah, it's over half.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It
is.
So you look at that. Now, that person's going to die early.
100%.
They're going to.
I can look at somebody and say, man, that guy or girl is on a path.
Sure.
And that path, that trajectory, right, is not
just
the one they want to be on.
It's the sickness and death.
Which is what society teaches us, right? The older you get, the sicker you get, right? The sick care system. I am not going to be the 80 or 90-year-old guy with the walker with tennis balls, the oxygen tank, the 16 different medications. The average American, 65 years and older, 16 different medications. How do you go from 1 to 16 without asking your doctor? The one question I tell everyone, if your doctor's going to put you on medication, ask him, how long do I have to take this?
Sure.
Because he's going to tell you, I think you probably got to be on it. Well, that's not a fix then.
Yeah. Well, you're not fixing anything. It's just a Band-Aid. The mainstream medical system is a Band-Aid operation. We know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. People that are awake know that.
I think, more and more people are becoming, I would say, right, in tune to that, especially since COVID and that whole sham.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The whole pandemic itself was a complete disaster of the medical system, but it was the best thing to ever happen to the westernized medical system because people woke up.
Yes, they did.
And that's why clinics like mine are thriving. That's why companies like yours are thriving.
Yep.
And I always get this whenever I invite somebody that's in the same industry as me, because we're in the same industry.
Sure.
And they're like, why would you talk to somebody that you could be considered competition? I'm like, this is collaboration time, guys.
Yeah.
Like us two right here, we could have clinics right next to each other. We could have complete actual competition. There's still so many patients to go around that it's absolutely like absurd to me to not want to talk to somebody like you and help change the fabric of medicine for the future.
The people that are in it for the right reason, like you and I, don't care about competition.
Correct.
As long as we're doing it the right way and we're actually serving at our highest capacity and level.
That's it.
I got a guy from 10X that came over that we're running his labs. He gets all of his stuff done through 10X.
Sure.
Came over to me. He's like, I want you to do our stuff.
Sure.
Cool. And I was like, well, in the back of my mind, do I bring him on? Is he going to take things back? Take everything back.
Sure.
If our experience can make your experience better and you can serve more people,
I love that.
do it.
I love that. Yeah, and that's how it is, So I'm opening my first international clinic in Dubai in about 3-4 months.
Awesome.
It's a little bit delayed. It's what it is.
It's always delayed.
It's always delayed. I wanted to be open November.
Now, I want it now.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So we're going to get it done, though.
Yep.
So we're going to open, and there are clinics out there that are doing some HRT stuff, some not really peptides. There are clinics that are doing some stem cells and exosomes, which we do downstairs, and we do in all my Aspire Rejuvenation clinics. But it's not done right. There's no there's no framework to follow, and there's a lot of shadiness in it.
Sure.
So I'm coming in there, and I've made a lot of very influential friends. Gary behind the camera can attest. I mean, we have government contacts at this point that are like
amazing.
Like my prerogative, and people were kind of asking me why I would do this. My prerogative is to show them the example of what I'm going to bring, so everyone else can copy it. Like, why would you want that? Don't do that for another couple of years. I'm like, no. I'm like, I want to level up the industry. I want to be the person that's making change. I don't care about the money.
Right.
I care about the impact, so we can bring this to the GCC region.
Sure. Yep.
That's my whole goal. Yep. So I'm going to be working hand in hand with Dubai Health Authority and with the UAE government to basically level up all my competition. Right. So everybody's on the same playing field.
Yeah. It's about the collective.
It's about the collective.
Right.
You know, and guess what? When you do it the right way, money always comes.
There's no shortage of people that need our help.
No.
I can't serve all the people that need that.
Nor
need help,
can we.
Right? It's like, so let's come together, because we're so much stronger together than we are apart.
And you know what? If we don't do it this way, what's going to happen is you're going to have some big Fortune 500 conglomerate start buying up all companies like ours, or wanting to.
Yep.
Maybe you and I won't sell for obvious reasons.
Sure.
But they'll try to push us out of the market.
Yep.
Why? So they can capitalize.
And they can control it.
So they can capitalize and control.
Right. Yep.
That's what it's for. That's what they do. That's big pharma, big medicine in a nutshell is what they want. And the only thing they care about is profits, not patients, not health, not wellness.
Well, empty hospital beds don't pay the bills. What was your inspiration for Aspire? Like, what was the thing where you're like, you know what, I want to go into this space and really help the world get healthy?
What's funny is that I called myself, so I was almost an accidental police officer, and I say this kind of like, I'm not joking. I was literally dared to go to police academy when I was 21 years old because I was doing nothing. I was in college. I was screwing off, whatever. I think I was actually a personal trainer at Bally's at the time.
Okay.
Bally's,
I remember Bally's.
Old school shit.
Yeah.
That's old school.
Yeah.
We just aged ourselves. So I was a personal trainer. I think I was studying exercise physiology or kinesiology or something like that. But I hated personal training.
Sure.
Couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
And two of my friends across the street, they were like, hey, you're in shape, whatever, you're not doing anything, you don't like what you're doing, why don't you just go to police academy? Just go try it out. Well, I go and do the physical test. Back then, you need to get a physical test. You need to pass it to get in. They weren't allowing fat cops to get in shape during.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The standards are way.
The standards have changed.
Jeez.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. Now you could be a fat piece of shit and basically, yeah. Gary's an ex-firefighter, by the way, too. So, we're ex-first responders, and we saw a lot of that. But, I went to take this test, and then 3 weeks later, next thing I knew, I was a police officer. I was in police academy, and I wanted to be a police officer. I did it for 12 years. Accident. Happy accident. I learned a lot. I became the man who I was through that.
What I'm sort of picking up, though, is you were dared. You were challenged. And that's a switch for us.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't tell me I can't do something, or don't dare me, because I'm going to do it.
So throughout my law enforcement career, and even before my law enforcement career, I started working out at 13 years old. And I started bodybuilding at 17, and I was competing throughout when I was being a police officer. That's actually how my social media built up.
Okay.
Because I was a cop with 22-inch arms. I'm 6'3", and that's pretty easy for people to want to like.
Sure.
Or hate.
Yeah.
Both are good.
Depends on what year we're in.
Both are good.
Yeah.
So 12 years into my career, the job changed a lot. I started in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm working in Clearwater, Florida, and I'm hating the job. Can't do my job anymore. Getting IA complaints for BS. It's typical. I've said it in different stories. But a friend of mine basically said, he's like, hey, Tomo, you've been studying like this hormone, this wellness. His name's Kurt Henschel, by the way. Shout out to Kurt Henschel. I've shouted him out on almost every podcast to tell the story.
Yeah.
He's in Colombia now doing killer stuff. So, by the way, Medellin, if you ever see Kurt, he's a big white redhead, so you can't miss him in Colombia.
Oh, shit.
So he tells me, why don't you go to your buddy and go work for his medical clinic where, you're getting HRT and peptides and all this stuff, because I was bodybuilding. He's like, why don't you go work for him? He's like, you know everything about this stuff. You've been studying since you were a teenager. Because I have. I was trying to learn everything I could for my own benefit and kind of accidentally became an autodidact. So I work for this clinic doing sales and marketing, built it from about 700 patients to almost 4,000 in 9 months.
Fire.
He makes me an equity partner. Cool. I'm now making more money than I ever have in my life. Then I get a phone call from a certain 3-letter agency, and I have to now leave this company because there's illegal things going on.
And this is back in Clearwater, Tampa area.
This is Clearwater, Tampa area, and this is in 2018.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, 2019. So I now have to make a decision: go back to police work, or
which you hated.
Yeah, and I didn't want to do that.
Right.
You know, I'm making in 1 month what I was making in 6 months as a police officer. Sure. So you know, I can't go back. So do I take everything that I've learned to do and not to do? Don't do illegal stuff, obviously.
Yep.
So do I do that, take that, and put my entire life savings, get loans, do whatever, put myself in tremendous debt, and build what I believe is the right thing for me?
Sure.
Or do I go back to police work? Well, obviously, I took the path of resistance and challenge.
Yep.
And, you know, I would have been very happy staying in that company if that guy wasn't doing illegal things. I was very happy being a minority partner and building that company for him. And I was grateful for what I had. For whatever reason.
Well, God had different plans.
God had different plans.
Yep.
And, you know, now I'm here. So late 2019, I get my own clinic open. 2020, I eliminate all partners. I'm on my own. And I mean, I didn't pay myself until 3 years in. You know, and there were times when I had this clinic open, everybody's like, "Oh, entrepreneurship is great." Yeah, So during my entrepreneurship,
it's not always great.
No,
it's not always great.
It's not supposed to.
We got to eat shit to get to the, you know.
Speaking of eating, I've been to the grocery store and I couldn't afford to buy groceries because all the bills came first for the clinic.
Yeah,
I had to pay my staff their salaries. I had to pay the rent for the building. I had to pay for the insurance before I fed myself. That's real entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
That's actually what it takes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Been there.
So that's where my journey, of course.
Yeah.
If you haven't been there, I would say you're either hiding it or someone gave it to you. But I know real entrepreneurs when I see them.
Yeah.
The real grit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the story of how kind of this came about. And again, I didn't want to be an entrepreneur. I was forced to it. I didn't even want to be a cop. I was kind of talked into it. You know, but I was never scared to do something outside of the norm, outside of my realm, which is why I'm building a clinic in Dubai. Like, why the hell would you do that?
Yeah, I love that. I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
I think it's a great market too.
100%.
Yeah,
yeah, and the whole point is that I love that area. I love the people there, and nothing like this exists. So let's make this place better.
I love it.
Yeah. Now with you, you know, your story and your outlook and prowess, what are some of the major things that you see in health and medicine and, you know, with your companies, what are you seeing in the marketplace? Because, you know, I'm more on the entrepreneur side now.
Sure.
Yes, I speak about this all the time, but you're also doing it. You know, you're doing it. Most of your content is on the fitness and the wellness side.
Yes. Yeah.
I talk about a lot more than that. So what are you seeing in the marketplace? Are you seeing a trend towards this wellness? Are you seeing still a lot of problems in the U.S.? What do you think about the Maha movement outside of politics?
Yeah,
please. You know what
I think the Maha movement is great. You know, I think we need somebody fighting for health on the inside. Yeah. Whether all the initiatives get pushed forward or not, right? There's a lot of red tape. There's a lot of big money. Can we surpass that? I mean, I'm certainly optimistic and I'm rooting for it. Yeah. I do think people are more conscientious of their health than they've ever been in their lives. Yeah. I think people are reading labels. I think microplastics is a thing. I think we are on a much better trajectory in terms of our consciousness. You know, I think the thing is there's still a lot of really broken people. And there's always going to be broken people, but how do you take, you know, the people who don't have the money? Yeah. Like in my mind, right, it's like really, really easy. Someone's resourceful, right? They've got millions of dollars. Cool. We can help them because they've got the resources. Sure. Right? What do we build to make sure that nobody gets left behind, right? The people who can't afford a FitScript or can't afford to come to Aspire. Yeah. How do we get to them? What can we create to move the needle for that segment of the population? Yeah, I mean, tough, right? I mean, I think the only answer to that is preventative measures, making sure people understand that there are healthy food options, make healthy food affordable. How about that? Yeah. How about making healthy food affordable? I don't know what that even looks like, you know, but my heart goes out to them. It sucks. There's part of my mission with FitScript is to get to a place where I can take a portion of the revenue or a profit and help those people. I love it. Now, I don't want to help people who don't want to be helped. right? There's a lot of people who don't want to be helped, right?
Sure.
Who are overweight and who are never going to have the discipline to push forward. But then there are a subset of people who really, really, really want it, right? They're overweight, they're obese, and they really, really want it, but they don't have the means. And it's like, I want to find those people, take a portion of my profit or revenue, stick it into this sort of fund or charity to say, hey, we're going to buy you not canned food.
Sure.
Right? This isn't a food drive. This is, let me get you organic chicken. Let me get you organic, fruits and vegetables. Let me provide for you. And let's see, right, if I can bring the resources into your life, if it's just a resource problem, right? Because I think that there's a discipline problem and there's a resource problem, and sometimes both.
I wonder how much that resource problem really is kind of I bet you it's a small percentage. Just this is my personal opinion. I think that the resource problem is less of an issue than the discipline and the education problem.
I would agree. So we have, in the last couple of years, so we've got over 750 clients inside FitScript, and I've had to turn away some people just because there was a resource problem.
Got it.
And it hurts my heart.
It sucks. Yeah, you'd love to have an arm that'd be able to help those people.
I had this truck driver that really wanted to join, and he just could not. Right, he just could not come up with the money to join.
Got it.
And there's been a couple of people, right, where I've just like, hey, you know what? You don't have to pay. Come in. But here's the issue with that, right? When they don't pay and they come in, they don't do the work.
And they
don't take it serious, and they don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
But my heart goes out to the people who really, really, really want it, but can't afford it.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to people that so you have these people that are they have a resource issue, right? And then you have people that maybe have a desire issue. Is there a way to get these people outside of this desire mindset? Because I think if you understand that I'll look at the camera for this. Yeah. You are literally killing yourself, actually killing yourself by everything you do, your food, your water, your lifestyle, your sedentary nature. You are fucking killing yourself.
Yep.
Sorry, we need to bleep that. We don't have to.
I think the F word just adds emphasis.
It's real. You're killing yourself, right? Yeah. So that's maddening to me. It's maddening to me that people don't understand the fact that hey, you're eating all these, I harp on seed oils constantly because they're inflammatory. Sorry. And inflammation is basically the root cause.
It's the predecessor to disease. Absolutely. So, you nailed it. Yep.
So you have these people eating all these seed oils, all these artificial colors, these preservatives, all of this weird processed garbage. If you know this, because he's telling it to you, you see it online, you probably just swipe right past it and go to some stupid ass TikTok video.
Ouch.
Sorry. But that's what's happening.
Yeah,
he's telling you.
We're distracted.
He's telling you. I'm telling you. There are a plethora of people that are experts and wellness professionals that are telling you that this is going to kill you.
Yeah. Yep.
But you can't be bothered to actually make a change to save your own life. Do you not care about your family? I would argue that you don't even care about your family. You don't care about your children.
You're going deep, and this is where you need to hit these. You need to hit, especially men.
Yeah.
I know, women got to take care. They got to do their thing, but men, have the duty to show up for their families.
100%.
Have the duty.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I would argue that you don't care about your children or your family or your legacy or yourself if you are not focusing on your health and making sure that you are the most well person you could be.
100%.
All the information is right in front of you.
100%. And you've heard this before, right? How many dads have you heard, fathers, men have you heard, I will take a bullet for my kid?
100%.
Right? I would push my kid out and the train is going to hit me, right?
Yeah.
But they won't get healthy for their kid.
But you won't put the cheeseburger down.
Yeah.
You won't put your cheeseburger down, the French fries, and the 7 beers you have every weekend.
Exactly. I didn't make this one up, but the most important decision of your day is what you put on your fork.
Yeah.
You think about it. I mean, most people are eating more than 3 meals, but let's just say 3 times a day, 365 days a year. Do the math, times 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Think about that. Right? And you talked about inflammation. It is the number one predecessor to disease.
100%.
All disease starts from inflammation.
Yeah.
And when we're running labs at FitScript, we are seeing, the inflammatory markers, right? The C-reactive protein, the fibrinogen, they are off the charts.
Oh, yeah.
Off the charts. Right. No wonder, right? It's like, oof, you don't need a set of macros, right? You know what I mean? You don't need weight loss. We need to get the inflammation down.
Sure, but it starts with what you're intaking. You know, especially I'm big on intake. I get a little bit spiritual with it and a little bit woo-woo maybe. I'm big on everything we intake. So not just food, not just clean food, not just clean water, clean energy, clean conversation, clean media, clean so I'm big on it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, because all of that influences your thoughts.
Sure.
And if you are your thoughts and you are your beliefs, what you are.
Yeah. What you are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, everything that you intake is giving some kind of output, you know, so everybody's going to be like, all right, well, fine. Tell us what to eat. Tell me what to eat. Tell me what to do. Tell me how I fix this problem. Maybe we woke somebody up. If we woke up one person, success.
Yeah. I mean, I can give them, should we give them a real simple framework?
Yeah.
I can break this down so simple.
I would love to have this framework right here.
It's 3 by 5, 3 meals a day, 5 hours apart. Breakfast, lunch, you have protein. We need to prioritize our protein, right? Because I'll tell you what, you eat a lot of protein, you're less likely to indulge in the sugar. So we start with protein, healthy fats, veggies. That's breakfast and lunch. So you don't have protein, or you don't have carbohydrates and fats in the same meal. You have your carbohydrates at dinner time. Swap fats for your carbohydrates at dinner time. It's literally that simple. 3 meals a day, 5 hours apart. Just what I said. You're not going to bring in your fats and your carbs in the same meal.
So you guys hear what he said?
Balance. So simple.
But balance. He just said a balanced diet.
Yeah.
He didn't say carnivore. He didn't say vegan. He didn't say keto. He said a balanced diet.
Yeah. Whole foods from as close to nature as possible. If you don't know what a whole food is, it shouldn't have a label on it. Right? It should not have a label on it. If it has a label on it, it's not a whole food.
What is your steak made of? Steak. Beef.
Yeah.
It's beef, right?
Yeah. Shocker.
Yeah. I know. It's, well, they call it single ingredient foods, right?
Yeah.
So single ingredient foods.
Yeah. No deck.
Yeah.
No deck. And look, 90-10. 90% of the time, you're eating whole foods from as close to nature as possible. 10% of the time, you have a little treat. You have a little something.
Yeah.
Right? If 9 out of 10 meals consistently over time are good, that one meal, you're good.
Yeah. We don't want you to be a masochist with your diet. We don't need you to be just to this person. Like, I mean, there are people that go way too heavy on it. They will never drink out of any water but this water, and they will never eat anything outside. Relax. I've been there. I did the bodybuilding thing. Wasn't healthy, but I did it.
Did you do chicken and broccoli out of Tupperware?
Oh, that's all.
Chicken and broccoli out of Tupperware. We used to microwave that shit.
Yeah, so first of all, destroying the
food, wrap it in plastic. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was an excellent microplastic ridden, completely denatured food product that I then put a bunch of artificial sweeteners on, like barbecue sauce. It's ridiculous.
But it was chicken and broccoli, so it was healthy.
Yeah.
That world, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you think about it, you know, and it took me so many years to get there because I used to think I was so healthy because I looked a certain way. And then I realized what real health was.
Well, I'll tell you something. So 3 years ago, I was healthy on the outside.
Yeah.
So I thought and look in the mirror, right? But something was off. Got my labs done, which was the reason why I started FitScript. And one of my practitioners, my chief functional medicine officer, found the early onset of cardiovascular disease. Right? So my trajectory, right? We're all on a trajectory. Every single one of us right here today, we're all on a trajectory. Your habits dictate that trajectory.
Yep.
So now we slap these guys in the face with these 80 pages of data. So FitScript, 120 markers turns into 80 pages of data. You are literally, oh my goodness, okay. I better do something.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, this doesn't look so good.
Yeah, so you're giving them these data sets that are saying, you're going to die. You're going to die. It may not be tomorrow. It's not going to be today. But you will come down with this detrimental issue in health that you will have to then deal with later on.
You are on track for cardiovascular disease.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's it. So if you continue to do what you're doing, this is the outcome.
Sure. But I mean, we can say that for pretty much almost 70% of the United States right now.
Yeah, we can.
All of you being overweight and obese, and I'm sorry, the body positivity movement, all that bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah.
We could go there too. I mean, what shit?
I'm not even being mean.
No.
I want you to be positive about your body. But if you are 150 pounds overweight shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. The dad bod is not a good look.
No, dad bod looks like shit.
It's not a good look.
No, it's bad.
But you hear it like, so you see the
I love when women say this on social media, by the way.
I want the dad bod.
I prefer the dad bod over the guy with abs. I'm like, you're gonna fuck the guy with abs. The pool boy's the guy with the abs. You're gonna have sex with him behind your husband's back eventually.
What you're saying
was that so mean? Sorry.
What you're saying is that you are insecure, right? And that you don't, like, right? You probably got a little weight on you, right? You don't want him to look really, really good and dialed, because then you've got to take a look at yourself in the mirror and say, well, gosh, I'm really out of shape. I mean, that's really what it is.
Which is crazy, because, when you're in a real relationship, you should be leveling each other up anyway.
100%.
I want the woman that I'm with to be in the best shape of her life. That's normal. Yes. I want you to be healthy just like me.
Yes.
So we can raise our children healthy.
Yes.
So we can have a healthy family and a healthy ecosystem.
Yes. It blows my mind. I've got guys who get shit from their families, who get shit from their wives.
Oh, all the time.
Oh, well, what am I going to do? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to sit across the table from your wife and have a really heartfelt conversation. Mm-hmm. Look her in the eyes and say, hey, honey, I realize that I am not my best, and I haven't been my best. You deserve your best. These kids deserve their best. Can you please, and I know I've tried things and they haven't worked and I've fallen off, but please, honey, support me in this. Please support me. I need your love. I need your support. Please support me in this so I can become a better man for you and for these kids.
Man.
Right? If she
cares at all, if she cares at all about this relationship.
And if she is not saying, yes, honey, I support you, let's do this together, divorce her.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this just went full circle from the time when I just called everybody out saying that you don't care about your family and your kids and yourself if you don't get healthy. It's real. So if you ever see the people, I'm sure this happens to you, it happens to me, it happens to Gary, it happens to all of us. Why can't you just have a little fun? Why can't you just relax? What, because I'm not getting fucking drunk with you every Saturday night? Why? Because I'm not eating constant cheeseburgers with you and I don't want to go out to eat every single time because I meal prep?
And why is that fun? Why is that? Now you're speaking to somebody who could only have fun if there was alcohol.
This is why I'm kind of bringing it up to you. It's like, because, these are real things that people say to each other.
Real things. Yeah. I could not have fun without alcohol. And after 2 drinks, I was searching the bar for the guy who had the cocaine. I was looking for an 8-ball. Immediately triggered that. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't have fun for the better part of a decade without alcohol and drugs in my life. Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But that is fun for a lot of people. Sure. And they can't have fun without processed foods, right? Wings, potato chips, fantasy football, all of that stuff. And then, right, the toxic, the poison, the alcohol, and the drugs.
Yeah. So, why is that fun? And why is somebody that doesn't do that shamed? It's a very strange phenomenon, right? And I look at it again as people, it's cope. It's major cope. These people are just trying to cope with their reality, and they're trying to justify the fact that they are too lazy and just too arrogant. I don't even know if it's lazy. I think it's just arrogant.
Yeah, or, in a lot of cases, my case, right? I was running from pain. I was numbing myself.
Sure.
There was a lot of pain, a lot of childhood. I don't like to use the word trauma as a man. I think stuck energy is better.
Trauma is important for a man. Trauma is the most important thing for a man.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. I like because when I think of trauma, I think of energy that is stuck.
Yeah.
That hasn't been released.
Well, you haven't given yourself the opportunity to learn from it, develop from it, and move on from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. So a lot of stuck energy, a lot of trauma, childhood, father, right? Just that whole piece. Mm-hmm. And so drugs was a way to numb myself. Sure. Drugs was a way to run from it, to escape from it, instead of looking myself in the mirror and saying, man, you're God's highest form of creation. Right? Like, you're the greatest project that you will ever work on. Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think it's the same thing that people do with food that you just kind of explained?
I think food is an addiction. Absolutely. 1,000%.
Sugar is definitely addicting. They say sugar is almost addicting as cocaine or more.
They do.
Did you see that, that study?
Can't you agree?
I think so.
I mean, you have a little bit of it. Can you have a little bit and not want a little bit more?
Have you ever had like one Sour Patch Kid? It is impossible to have one Sour Patch. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
That's literally like crack in a little bag. And it's
What's
literally.
your favorite Sour Patch? You have a favorite
I
one?
used to just get I'm talking about the ones from like, I haven't had one in years. I couldn't even imagine what they taste like anymore. But like I used to get them at the movie theater.
Yeah.
You know,
I
would get a Coke Zero.
Oh, good. Good. All right.
Because that was healthy. I'd get a Coke Zero. I'd get a whole bag of Sour Patch Kids. How that made sense that I could do both of those. This is not logical, guys. And then I get a whole tub of popcorn with butter and salt all over it. But it's not butter, by the way. I don't know what the fuck it is.
That's not butter.
Whatever they're putting on that is not butter. It's butter flavored seed oils.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
But yeah, it's disgusting and delicious, right? It is. But like, you can't just have one bite of popcorn. You're going to eat the whole damn thing.
No.
You can't just have one Sour Patch Kid.
I don't know you. Back in the day, you go from sweet to sour and sugar. Like you just go back and forth. You're just like, by the end, you're like, oh my gosh, I killed all of this.
And thank God that I was doing that in my younger years when my metabolism was just rampant, and I was bodybuilding and stuff like that. So I was very, very active. You do that now
I wouldn't.
at 40 and 44. We're going to be fat and sick.
No, my sugar now, a little bit of dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate.
Our chocolate's good.
Dark chocolate is dark chocolate. I like dark chocolate almonds.
Yeah.
I find little ways to have sweets, but I really love fruit.
Fruit, yeah. So kiwi is huge for me.
You like kiwi?
I love kiwi.
Watermelon.
What? Watermelon's awesome.
Yeah. I love some fucking watermelon.
Yeah, watermelon's awesome. Yeah, so I'm a big kiwi guy, but I eat it before sleep. What is it? It raises your melatonin, I think.
So carbs at night turn into serotonin, which downstream, right? Melatonin.
Let's go with this because people are like, why would he tell me to eat carbohydrates at night? I'm going to get fat.
You get the best sleep with carbohydrates at night.
So what about, and I know where you're going with this.
Yeah,
for all the people that are saying, well, carbohydrates at night is going to turn into sugar, which is going to turn into fat.
If you're eating carbohydrates all throughout the day, right, that's what turns into fat, right?
Yeah.
I just gave you the 3x5.
Yep.
And I said specifically, do not have carbs for your first 2 meals. Right?
And then you could have carbs for your third meal.
You have carbs at your third meal right before bed. Not right before bed.
So
2 to 3 hours before bed.
I was going to say, because if you eat right before bed, it actually disrupts your sleep.
Yeah, you do not want to eat. So if you can, 3 hours.
Got it.
Right? Because if your body's digesting, it can't be resting.
Yeah.
So very, very important. You're wearing a Whoop. I wear an Oura Ring. You will see, and I know for a fact that if you eat close to bedtime, you're going to see it in your Whoop score or in your Oura Ring. You will see that.
I slept so well last night, bro.
Did you?
Yeah.
And you ate right before bed?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't the point.
Oh.
What I'm saying is
I thought you were trying to prove me wrong here. No. Tomo says you could eat right before bed. Look, I'm going to show you my...
No. So, but the cool thing was that I haven't slept well because I've been just going so hard over and over and over again. And I finally, 87% sleep, 89% recovery.
Nice.
All my health monitors within range, 63 resting heart rate. Feeling great, bro.
Good.
Feeling amazing.
That's amazing.
But why does this make me feel so good? Because I could have woke up without this data.
Yep.
And I could have felt just as good. But seeing it gives me a little bit of like a
First thing I do is I check that Oura Ring.
Well, and people are like, oh, well, don't you just know if you feel good? Yeah. But isn't it great to have data? Which is what you do with your labs with FitScript, which is what we do with our labs and diagnostics with Aspire.
Yeah. We let data drive the decision making.
Correct.
And what we are giving collectively to our clients, our patients, is certainty.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's so much misinformation out there. Follow the carnivore, follow the paleo, if it fits your macros, calories in, calories out, right? It's like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Do I take, what's the really popular greens drink? A1?
Oh, AG1?
AG1.
Trash.
Right.
Garbage, by the way, my opinion.
I agree. I totally agree.
This will not be sponsored by AG1, by the way.
So I agree, right? But your aunt or your uncle says, oh my gosh, this AG1 has made me feel really, really good. So you think by taking it, right, that's the solution.
Yeah.
But the truth is, right, is that nobody knows what's right for you.
Mm-hmm.
All of the guys preaching carnivore don't know what's right for you. All of the guys preaching vegan don't know what's right for you. Right?
Oh, you do not want to eat how I eat. You'll get fat.
The way you eat?
Yeah.
Because you eat tons of fat.
I eat an enormous amount of calories. I eat an enormous amount of fat and an enormous amount of protein.
Right.
My meals, one sitting, it's like, they're like, how the hell did you just eat that? Mm-hmm. Well,
You're a big guy, though.
I'm
6'3".
I'm 6'3". I'm like 225. I'm fairly well muscled. I've also been training for well over 25 years.
Right, you get away with more.
I know how I need to eat. If I told you, if somebody asked me, well, can you send me your diet so I can like look? I'm like, you're going to get fat.
Right.
Can't do it.
Right.
Same with, I can't do your diet, you can't do mine. We don't know anybody's perfect formula, which is why data-driven is so amazing.
It's the only way, in my opinion.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm not following anything that anybody says. I'm running extensive labs, and I'm going to do my nutrition, my training, and supplementation all based around what the data tells me is best for me and my goals.
Now, do you think that some of these more extreme or fringe diets, do you think that these are right for some people? Or do you think that, I think we all still kind of go back to balance. This is my personal opinion. What's your thoughts on like vegan diet, vegetarian, pescatarian, carnivore? Like, what's your thoughts?
There's a time and a place for everything.
Okay.
And I'll give you a perfect example. So I've had guys come in to FitScript who have been extreme carnivore. And we see some surprising things in the labs because these guys are fighting me all the way in. No, carnivore's the best. Carnivore's the best. Let's just look at the data.
Sure.
Maybe it is the best.
Sure.
But let's just look at the data. And we've had some guys that are in, gut health, a lot of really, really big challenges for these guys.
Sure.
Then we've had people who have come in just kind of doing their thing, and we've had to put them on a carnivore diet because they've had gut health challenges, and that was what was right for them based on the labs and the data. So we also do DNA testing, we do stool tests, we do hormone mapping, speed of aging, we do all of it.
Yeah, love it.
You come in with labs first, extensive labs, and then that is going to dictate what the next step is.
Yeah.
I'm not selling you all of our tests on day one. I'm saying we don't know what tests you need.
Yeah, so you're starting at step one, and then you're allowing data to drive that path for them.
100%.
That's how it should be.
Every step. What does the data say? What does the data say? What does the data say? And, we're doing custom nutrition based on, inflammatory markers, what's your blood glucose look like, what's your lipid profile, right? Those things to then determine, is a Mediterranean diet best for you? Is a paleo diet? Do you need to do some autoimmune? Do you need carnivore to reset some things? Do you need some intermittent fasting? Would that serve you?
Yeah.
Because all of these modalities and tools have a time and a place, but it's not something that you should just say, oh, he's doing that, let me do that too.
Yes. I can't stand the gurus that go online and say, everybody needs to do intermittent fasting.
Right.
No, you don't.
No.
Everyone needs to be vegan. No, you definitely don't. Everybody needs to be carnivore. You definitely don't. Does it all go back to balance at the end? Like, do you think all those diets end up going back to more of a balanced approach at the end of the journey? Should it?
As we're moving through, right? So carnivore is usually for a month or 2 months, right? For some people who have some really serious gut health problems, right? We do an elimination diet, but then we reintroduce these foods one by one, right? Because the truth is, no matter what any of these gurus are telling you about oxalates and all this bullshit, right? Like, we need a healthy diet full of fruits and vegetables, varying meats, right? If you think about our ancestors 2,000 years ago, right? They ate what they found, right? If there was a berry on a bush and they were hungry, they ate the berry. If there was, a turnip or, some spinach over here to the left, they got it and they ate it, right? And so in my mind, logic is like, just eat real whole foods. We should vary those whole foods. And if we're having problems like bloat and things and digestive issues as a result of what we're eating, that's a deeper issue that stems from something going on in the gut that needs to be repaired so that you can eat these foods. Because these people who go on carnivore and say, it made me feel great. Okay, well, have some broccoli again because you won't feel great. You shouldn't never not be able to have broccoli, right? You need to clean out the gut, deal with the gut, reintroduce the food so that you can have a healthy balance and a healthy diet full of all the things that I just mentioned.
Yeah, I don't really avoid any foods in my diet.
I don't have to avoid any foods in my diet.
There you go.
Because my gut is optimized.
Yeah.
Right? Like I can eat what I want,
I love that. Yeah, I mean, the people that are saying, "Oh, this hurts my stomach, you have a gut problem, number one.
Yeah, likely.
Number two, what are you actually eating? Again, so people talk about what is it called? Celiac disease?
Celiac. There's a number of autoimmune disorders, right?
Sure.
But
well,
celiac's one of them.
Celiac's the one with gluten.
Tolerance.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Which I think the guy that made celiac originally ended up saying it was fake later on, but then it was like not really about the gluten. It was more about all the shit that was in the actual wheat.
Sure.
So they're like, well, why don't I have a gluten problem in Europe? How come I can go eat pizza in Italy, but I can't eat pizza in the United States?
Facts.
Well, they both have gluten in them, just so you know. It's not the gluten, it's all the processing and all the bullshit.
Yep.
You go look at a loaf of bread. How many ingredients are in a loaf of bread when you go to your local grocery store? It is absurd.
Yeah, it's like this big.
Yeah, it's like 12 to 15
No, we
ingredients.
needed that many ingredients.
If you're lucky. So there's a grocery store down the street. It's Sprouts that's right over there. Sprouts down the street. It's a grocery store right over here. I don't know if you've ever.
Yeah, we have. Yep.
You have it. So
yeah.
they have 3 ingredient bread.
Mm.
Water, salt, or no, 4 ingredient. Water, salt, yeast, flour.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's bread.
That's what bread is.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's, what you're putting in your body, yeah, that's going to make an impact. So you think you're like eliminating these things that are a problem. It's probably you need to eliminate the processed foods that you think are okay. Artificial sweeteners, get rid of them.
Yeah, I look, there's a lot of people online that say there's no issues with artificial sweeteners. I have a big issue with them. I think they're problematic.
Science says they're problematic.
Yeah,
it's not really hard to see the data on that.
Yeah. No, I think they're problematic. And at the end of the day too, I think alcohol is a big problem.
Huge.
Right? So you got these people who can't eat certain foods and they're binge drinking on the weekend. It's like, okay, is it really the foods or is it the alcohol and the toxicity? I mean, your body is so toxic, right? Because of all the poison that you're putting in it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You've got to look at the whole sort of picture and scope of these, sort of daily habits that people have.
Yeah. Is any alcohol technically okay from a health perspective?
I don't subscribe to alcohol at all.
Technically, no.
No.
So no, there's no health.
No.
The glass of wine a day is bullshit.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't subscribe. And you're talking about somebody that was
sure.
Like I mean, AA meetings. I did the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I am not alcoholic. I have never been an alcoholic, but I know alcohol is bad for me.
Yeah.
Yet sometimes I will still have a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm understanding what I'm prescribing to, but then I also realize that I feel like shit after.
Yeah.
My workouts suffer. Everything suffers.
Yep. Sleep is wrecked.
You know where I didn't drink the entire last Dubai. I didn't drink once that entire Dubai trip.
Nice.
I felt great. Okay. So you know what I mean? So it's like you think about these things, and I'm not telling everybody to quit drinking totally, although it is the healthiest.
I am.
You can.
I'm going to tell everybody to stop. Put the fucking booze down.
Tell them.
Yeah. There's look, if your goal is to have the highest vibration every single day possible, right? If your goal is to be the best you can be possible,
sure.
There's no room for alcohol in your life.
I love it.
There's just not, in my opinion.
I feel like now I need him to challenge me to never touch alcohol again. Do it.
Put it down.
All right.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah.
I will.
It's just not good for you.
No, I love it because you know what? I talk about this all the time about accountability.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of people that I have a high level of respect with, outside of my own staff and family and things like that.
Yeah.
This is the first day we met.
Yeah.
I just said something like, I'm not going to tell you to put down alcohol. You're like, no, fuck that. I am.
Yeah.
So you know what? Tell me to put down the alcohol.
Put it down. Yeah.
And then,
put it down.
And then you know what? Send me a reminder. Send me a text sometime. Be like, hey, no alcohol. Don't forget.
I will.
Don't forget.
I will do that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I would be honored to do that.
And I would implore any of you out there that want to really go through this health journey and this wellness journey, do that with your friends. You don't need alcohol to have fun. You don't have to have it. I like nicotine.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
Yeah. I like smoking shisha. I like having a cigar.
Yep.
I know it's not the best thing for me. I'm aware. Sure.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
You know?
But do that. Okay.
Yeah.
And get rid of the alcohol.
Yeah. Well, alcohol is going to probably be the most poisonous thing for you in those things.
Absolutely. It's so toxic. It is terrible for your body.
Yeah.
We see it in labs, people that come in drinking, their liver, their kidneys, their bodies are wrecked, man.
Yeah.
You want to talk about inflammation? We were just talking about it. Talk about inflammation. Because here's the thing, right? It's alcohol. We say alcohol, but really it's just tons of fucking sugar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? It's just tons of sugar.
Yeah.
You can't be at your best. You are such a high profile guy, right? You've got businesses, you look great, poised, man.
Appreciate you.
Poised, right? There's no room for alcohol in your life.
No, it really isn't.
No.
I love this, man. So real quick, before we wrap up, can you give somebody maybe just 3 to 5 pieces of advice from you, from the founder of FitScript, with your peptide company, with your mindset, with your brand, with your social media presence, and I'll have you drop all those links as well. We'll put them all in the bio, guys. Give me 3 to 5 things that you would just tell anybody that would watch this to just focus on, to just live a better life, live a healthier life. Give me something like that.
I think first things first, right? You have to have the desire to want to change. Mm-hmm. And you have to have, sort of a reason or a why that kind of anchors you to stepping into the man you know you should be, right? And so I always start with a band's belief system, because usually the reason why someone hasn't changed is because they don't believe they can, or they don't even know what they want, right? So it's like, what do you want, right? I want to be a man that's capable, that's confident, that's strong, right? I want to show up for my family. I want to show my kids what's possible, right? Instead of my kids looking at the guy with the Lambo and saying, "Oh, dad, he's got a Lambo." I want to be the fucking guy with the Lambo.
Yeah.
Right? I want to be the guy that shows my kids what's possible. I don't want other men to show my kids what's possible. Right? So if we take a look at all that, we say health has got to be a huge piece of this, because I can't be my best without my health. Challenge the belief system first and start thinking about, who do I want to be? How do I want to show up? What do I want to look like? And really obsess on that, and then anchor it back to a why. And if you've got kids, they should be the why. So I think we've got to get the beliefs right. And we've got to realize that we are just these souls, these beings that get to take these bodies, right? This form, and we're just collective conditioning. And that's what we carry around with us. And why do you believe what you believe? Is it because your mom, your dad, your cousin, teacher, right? Maybe your coach told you that that's what you should believe, and because you know they love you, you automatically download those beliefs, and you're like, okay, cool, I'll believe what you believe. But you've never questioned those, and you've never questioned, perhaps, where did they get those beliefs? Why do they believe what they believe? Well, because they got the beliefs from their parents or their coaches. So do you even believe what you believe? No, you believe perhaps generations back. So like, first, scan the beliefs. What beliefs are serving you, what beliefs are not. First things first, right? And then decide what you want to look like, how you want to feel, how you want to show up, and then ultimately determine what are the simple daily disciplines and habits that are going to get me to that place. And don't start all at once, right? We've got to get sleep right. We've got to get hydration right. We've got to get movement right. We've got to get nutrition right? Stress management. There's a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
Pick one and stack your habits, like James Clear says in Atomic Habit, right? Pick one. Get nutrition right for the next 30 days. Don't worry about training. Don't worry about anything else. Just get your nutrition right. Whole foods from as close to nature as possible. Don't count calories. Don't worry about the apps. Just single source foods. Okay, cool. We lock that in. Now get movement in. Doesn't mean going to the gym for 60 to 90 minutes and working your ass off. The guy that hasn't got off the couch in 6 months or 6 years, maybe he should just walk around his block a few times.
Yeah, take a walk.
Right? You got kids, take your kids on a walk, right? One of the things I enjoy so much with my son is we'll put on our rucksacks and we'll go for a 2-mile walk. No phones, no nothing. How was your day, son? How was school, right? How are you doing? Have a conversation with him. So now you're getting exercise in, you're building a bond, and you're showing your kid that exercise and movement is important, right? Then sleep. Got to get sleep right.
Yeah.
Right. So just pick one of these pillars and knock them out for 30 days before you add the next. And don't worry about going too fast. Like, when you commit to this, commit to it for the rest of your life, and know that you are on a journey, and the journey is the reward. And know that just a little bit of progress every single day is going to really, really stack up and make all the difference in your life.
That right there just kind of sums up this whole thing. If you guys have made it this far, that's the kind of advice that he's giving on his social media, that he's giving on here, that I strive to give. This is really the formula to success. Yeah. Not just health, everything.
Yep.
Where can people find you?
So, Tomo Fit. So my last name is Morelli.
Yep.
And then you add fit to the end of that.
Got it.
It's YouTube, it's Instagram, and X. I love X.
Yeah.
I'm all over X. We've got some great threads, some really, really deep research on X. But that's the social media handles. Fitscript.me is where you can learn more about Fitscript. Realpeptides.co. We just started that about a month ago. It's a for research only company, third-party testing, high standards. But those are those are the few places. And look, come into my world. If you need anything, DM me. I love what I do, and I want to change the world. We are changing the world. I don't want to change the world. We are changing the world. And so if there's anything I can do to help me, my team, or even you, if I can do anything for you, man, I'm here.
I appreciate that. Guys, make sure you look at his links. His links are all in the bio. Follow him. Give him a shout if you need anything. He's going to be there for you. He's going to be there for me. He's already holding me accountable. He's already started on me. This is what it's all about. This is what this kind of collaboration is. And I really appreciate you coming over for this, man.
Yeah,
We'll run this back on your podcast here coming soon. Yeah.
Yeah. I would love it. I would love it. I'm honored.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.